guys, some of you probably don't know that I always do capacitor replacements, so I'm going to get one on camera. This fan, the capacitor just went bad over time. Now the fan runs really slow, even though it used to run pretty quick. Oh, by the way, my testing stand broke and I still haven't repaired it, so no testing because it's raining outside and setting up that outdoor testing stand is just too much. So let's get started. Oh, this fan originally used the CBB6-1 capacitor, not just the CBB6-1 like what most of them use. The new one right here, yes, the ratings are the same. It's a CBB6-1, just like this one that I'm going to be taking off and probably using on another electronic that doesn't need speed. Besides that, it's a good capacitor. Its issue is speed. It runs, it's the slowest capacitor I own, right next to the 1970s KDK capacitor, which at this point doesn't even work. Alright. Oh, this is actually, there you go. That screw's stripped. It's either that screw stripped or this is just a bad screwdriver. Alright. This capacitor uses plugins, which I think is pretty nice. Oh, I just pulled off one of the casings for the plugins. Anyway, this capacitor uses plugins, which I think is pretty nice because I think those plugins are better to handle than just connecting, disconnecting, connecting, disconnecting. Whoa. Okay, plugins have their downsides. They're easy to bend. They have this plastic casing that always falls off. They're just... There you go. I'll just wire this up now and put back on the casing for the plug-in wires. So yeah, plugins have their issues too. This is the old capacitor. It's stubby wires anyway, so if the copper does fall off of them, or whatever metal they use, that capacitor is going to be worth nothing because those wires are way too short to strip. Oops, put that on the other way. Okay, I got one. The way this was connected is something like this. That rain? Yeah, that's rain. I used to be very scared of the rain. I just felt like the roof was going to collapse, and I still feel like that today. But I know it's not going to happen, so I don't care. Okay, let's slide on the connector. And the reason I'm putting on the connector like it's a wire nut is because, well, the other side doesn't screw in, the other side stuck. And this connector was from a really old dishwasher I disassembled. That I didn't get that on camera, of course. I hate the sound of the rain so much. I hate that noise so much. It's annoying and it just scares me. Anyway, yeah, back to this. That's really off topic. Yeah. This is being a bit tricky, but I'm getting it. Okay, the rain is going away, finally. Now you can probably hear me properly. Yeah. I'm planning to do more videos like these where I record these fan repairs, because I'm sure some of you know that I'm running out of content. My animation channel, which you should subscribe to, you don't have to, but I would do it because I make animations about things I don't talk about on this channel, like the ceiling fan shortage. You just have to watch the animation. I'm not going to tell you about that. So yeah, I want to do more videos like these because they're interesting. They get views, and I just like doing these videos. Time to reconnect these connectors. Alright. So, that was the video. Oh, it actually wasn't. I forgot to screw the capacitor on. Then after that, off camera, I'll plug this in, just the motor with no blades, by holding it on the down rod. And not using that annoying plug that I think would electrocute me. I hope it wouldn't. So, yeah. Okay, this